What's up? This is Six Leaf Clover Fire here. Welcome to episode 4 of Going for Gold. Today's episode is all about, well, what word did I use? Board awareness. It's all about board awareness. Board awareness is extremely important to progressing as a chess player. For example, you have to know h5 is a light square. b1 is also a light square. h6 is a dark square. F2 would be a dark square, I believe. G6 is a light square. F1 is a light square. C2 is a light square. D1 is also a light square. So that diagonal. D3 should be light. Just double checking. I was like 99% sure. B6 is a dark square. B4 is... Don't know if you can hear that alarm out there. B4 is... Yeah, Carl was going off. Breaks my concentration. Dark square. C6. Light square. Eventually you'll be able to know this stuff instantly. Should be dark. G8 is dark. Ah! B2 is should be light. Wait a second. Oh, dark, yeah. H3. Don't want to get any of these wrong, but I already got 2 wrong. H3 is light. A2 is light. H7 is light. G5 is should be dark. E1 is dark. Yeah. F6 is dark. F3 is light. B8 is dark. F5 be light. C3 is dark. A4 is light. C1 is dark. Yeah, I have some tricks that I'm using that I came up with on my own, which I know probably everybody's thought of already, but that's fine. It's light. It has to be light. Light. Oh, G1. What? Huh? Oh, G1's dark. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, I didn't know there was a time limit. Oops. is. Ah, time's stressing me out. Thirsty. Sorry. I'll tell you what I'm doing. So the idea is white on the right. Always white on the right. So H has to be white. That means A has to be dark. So I just think A1 is dark, B1 is light, C1 is dark, D1 is light, E1 is dark. King's always on a dark square, queen's always on a light square. F1 is light, G1 is dark, H1 again, like I said, white on the right, so white. Then, and this is just like a way to remember things. Then, simply you think about the color of the first square. So like E1 is white. Any of the odd, or sorry, E1 is dark. So any of the odd number E squares has to be dark. Any of the even is opposite, so white. So like E4 has to be light since E1 is dark, if that makes sense. And that's kind of how I'm using it to remember. However, at some point, I believe you should probably just be able to instantly recall what color the square is, and that's where I want to get. This is a lot of fun, though. Enjoying this. Ah, let's restart. The method I'm talking about really does help. Um, let's try again. I also want to say there's another kind of thing I like to think. So instead of thinking of the files in terms of letters, I also like to think of them as numbers. So like coordinates and like just coordinates, right? Like on a grid, as if you were doing geometry or something. So F is 6, right? So the first letter, the first number. Okay, let me think of it like this. This will help me because I already started thinking about. Yes, this is going to help, I promise. So A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, E is 5, F is 6, G is 7, H is 8. So what can I learn? Even numbers have to be light. So the first even number has to be light. The first odd number has to be dark. If that makes sense. So like C4 Well, C is 3, so dark. And then 4 is an even number, the opposite of C1, so that has to be light. See what I mean? So it's like using memory techniques. Oh, I got both of them wrong. I thought that was correct. Okay. Never mind. Let's just go slow. B6, hold on. Oh, yeah, dark. Ah. There we go. Wait. Oh. Let me do it one more time. Sorry, I'm still trying to get used to everything. Really? One more time. I want to get 100%. Helps if I visualize it too. Why do I keep messing that up? So, hold on. So A1 is dark, B1 is light, B2 is dark, B3 is light, B4 is dark, B5 is light. Got it. Wait, hold on. This is helping, even just having this memory technique, just in general, helps because it means that you can practice it any time. And that's kind of what I was doing before this, which is what helped. There are other tricks I'll tell you in a minute. Ah. Oh. Okay. It's B4. No, light, dark. Dark, dark. Dark. Light. Dark. light, 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 light. No. Oh, dark. Duh. That was easy, but I missed. Dark, dark. What? Oh, I hit light. I said dark and I hit light. Dark, dark. Oh, dark light. Dark light. I'm messing up. Why do I always mess the B file up? Okay. That's silly. Let's keep going. Wait, on the right. Ah! Going up the diagonal now. Ah! Always mess up the B file. Missed that one. G. Oh, I see. G7's dark. Okay. Starting to become a lot easier. Ah. Let's say as I mess up. Haha. Mess that up. I know I probably didn't explain it super well, but about the method I'm doing. Let me re-explain it. So you can look at the files. They're letters, but they can correspond to numbers instead. So like A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, E is 4, D is 4, E is 5, F is 6, G is 7, H is 8. That makes sense. Even numbers are light, odd numbers are dark. It's pretty easy to remember. Even is light, odd is dark. That makes sense. Now you have to the ranks are a little different. Let's say E4. Okay. So like I said, E is 4. So we're talking about the coordinate 4, 4. So 4 is what? Alright, E is 5. I'm sorry. E4. So 5, comma, 4. So 5. Like I said, odd numbers are dark. 4 is an even number, so it has to be opposite of whatever color E is. So it has to be light. I know that doesn't. It makes sense in my brain, but that probably is the most confusing thing ever. I might even draw it to explain it. See what I got here. Just keep it really simple. Three, 4. Okay. So, I don't know if this will make sense. You can see the numbers below the letters. So E is 5. Okay, I already mentioned that an odd number for the file has to be a dark square. Okay, that's good. You go up 4. Okay, so you start with dark, light, dark, light. So E4 has to be light. I think that makes more sense. I think the way I described it at that time makes more sense. And that is important. Because if I can teach it, that means I understand it. Okay. Let me just calm down. You can think of it as the second number. So I'm seeing 2, 6. So 2 is even. So 2 is light. 6 flips it to dark. And odd numbers keep whatever you calculate. So A4, A is a 1, A is dark. 4 is an even number, so that flips it to light. I'm looking at it purely mathematically, and that's what helps me. And in this case, you can just look at it white on the right, and then opposite color has to be dark. Another way to do it. And at some point, it'll just become second nature. I'm not there yet. Odd number keeps it, so dark, dark. Flip. 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 Keep. 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 Flip. It's going to be a flip. Keep. Almost messed that up in my mind. Flip. Flip. Keep. Flip. Keep. D is Light, so flip. Flip. Keep. Keep. Flip. Keep. 4. Flip. White on the right. Flip. Keep. Flip. Keep. 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 I ran out of time, and I was thinking. So I didn't want to get anything wrong. So clearly, my method's working. Since I was able to do that, if that makes sense. Um, the thing is that it's kind of forcing you to it's forcing you to get it right, and as you're doing it, you're visualizing the board in your mind, so it's like imprinting on that, even if you're just using simple knowledge tricks or memorization tricks. Yes, 100%. Okay, I think I have proven myself. I have proven that the method works. Let's go here. I have coordinates off. Okay. So like I said, white on the right. So H1's always going to be white. A1's always going to be dark. Again, the letter H is an 8. The letter A is a 1. So if we're talking 3, 4, well, 3 is C. C3 is what we're going to look at. C3 is, well, C is a 3. 3 is dark. And if you go up 3, well, you start at 1 and you go up 2 more, it's dark. I don't know if you can see my mouse, so I don't know if like pointing things out is going to really show you anything. So that's kind of the point. So also coordinates training, night practice. I'll do that in a minute. But I noticed that there are other quizzes on here, so I'm going to do it. I think, yeah, night distance, night path, and chess tactics. B4 to G4. Oh, is it like how many moves? Three. Oh, I like this. Four. Okay, so here's something to note. A3 is a dark square. H6 is also a dark square. So one, two, three. Ah, wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me think about this. It has to be an even number. If the color squares are the same, it has to be an even number. Because that's how math works. If they're different colors, then it has to be an odd number. So wait. This is hard. Should be 6. Yeah, that was hard. Let's go back. Oh, it's I even said it has to be an odd number. No. Okay, never mind. I don't even think that was the right one. Hold on. No, it had to be an even number. I'm just confusing myself. Again, same color square has to be an even number. 4. D4 to F4. I should do this in my head. A dark. Two. Okay, even number. 4. Odd number. Has to be an odd number times. I think it's 5. Has to be 5. One. Two. Again, semicolor square. 4. Semicolor square. 4. Opposite. 3. 4. Oh, it's 2. It's be an odd number. Oh, H7. Okay. Struggling with this one. That's 5? Yes. Three. Ah, I got that wrong. Okay. Light to dark. 2. Oh, it can be 2. It's 3. Five. 6. Four. One second. My wife called. I wanted to talk to her. So, all right, let's do that again. I don't know what the difference between night path and night position. You know what? This is. I don't know. I'll do it actually. It's hard. This will help. There we go. Three. One. Oh, wait. E4 to F6. So 4. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I know I'm not talking a lot. Mess that up. Okay. Two. Okay, let's see. C3, just. Mm, yeah, I don't think I got that right. By the way, I joined a chess club, and I'm going to officially be going to uh, USCF tournaments. So I'm super excited about that. Um, that doesn't really violate my rule of no play until I'm done with this series, but only because I enjoy over the board chess way more right now, just right now, than online chess. I just noticed that the number 10's on here, so that means there have to be some that go all the way to 10. Maybe, I don't know. All right. Pretty good, 89%. So, I want to take a peek at what the next quiz is. Oh, next quiz. Oh. Yeah, that's... I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Oh, boy. That'll work myself up to. And then there's chess tactics. Okay. This is a really cool website, Sporkle. But number 1 and number 2 were extremely helpful. So, did the light or dark squares night practice. I'll do coordinates training. And then I'll probably do the random pieces. We'll see though. Ah. They've like changed this. They have in the past they give you like something's off. It's also supposed to be showing coordinates. As I don't. This is. There used to be a spot that said vision, and that's where you can do this. But I don't see that anymore. I had to Google it. Oh, Anna Cramlin's on. So I don't know if that means. No, I think this is the same thing. I think I'm just slow right now. I got 12. Alright, we're just going to keep going. Okay, yeah, this is the right thing. It just looks a little different than what I was used to in the past. I think because this is beta now, if that makes sense. Same one. Shoot. Let's just keep going. Ah, wrong side. This is something that you can just spam and do over and over again, which is nice. It's kind of relaxing in a way, I guess. Actually kind of stressful as well. Clicked on the wrong one. Ah! Okay, the doorbell's ringing, so 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to answer the doorbell, which is not common. I remembered something as well. Why my score wasn't as good as what I remembered. It's because I used to do it on my phone, but then I switched to the computer and wasn't quite as fast for some reason. Um, so my score was just better on my phone. Ah, that was stupid. Let's try again. Okay. So it shows you what it is before it flashes on the screen. So that actually helps. Well, not in this case. Yeah, see, no settings pop up or anything. I'm wondering why. White or black? 15. Okay. Let's try it one more time. Ah, I got 16 that time. Keep getting emails. That was from Shoe Carnival. Okay, now let's try white. Ah. These are popping up a lot faster, which is weird. So I'm forced to act quicker. Okay, I can get a really high score doing this. Come on now. Ah, I just... This sucks. There we go. 21. Do black now. I clicked the wrong... This is also preparing me for next episode as well. Because board vision is super important. Ah. All the way up, and I'm just failing. Okay, let's try again. Alright, let's try one more time. Ah, my mouse slipped. Or it wasn't even a mouse slip. You would think one of those would be an E4. Okay. Oh my god. It's going so well, too. Yeah, and then it just completely fell apart. Could have gotten 19 there. $20. Okay. I'm happy with that. I think I might do one more thing. But I don't think I'm going to spend a lot of time on it. So essentially what you do, clear the board, and then just drop. Oh, it's 2 Darksword Bishops. Here. I don't remember doing this much with my coach, so bear with me. Well, pawn can't be there. Don't know how to delete it now. There we go. So now you just look at what squares are being attacked. Oop. Well, hold on. Come on. So all these. All these. Yeah, I know it looks crazy, doesn't it? Supposed to. Okay. So A4, C4 are being attacked. B2 through G2 are being attacked. D1 through D8's being attacked. The D1 through H5 diagonals being attacked. Maybe the point is not to put the arrows down, but whatever. H5's being attacked. G5's being attacked. A6 and A8's being attacked. And A7 through G1 diagonals being attacked. A5 through C7 diagonals being attacked. C7 through H7's being attacked as well. Hmm. This is complicated. I'm gonna have to go over this kind of thing with Solomon because I think he will help me more with that to understand that kind of thing. But I know this wasn't a long episode at all. But it was an exhausting one, genuinely. Board awareness is tough, but it's gonna help me memorize games, then do blindfolded chess, and then do drills. At some point, I'm probably gonna replace drills with my real over the board chess tournament games, and just do a deep dive and analyze those. I think that would be more beneficial. But anyway, that was episode 4. Kind of a hard episode, actually. And I think I learned a lot. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.